So,
Yes.
so from moving from books to like tools and software, what tools or software do you use that you would not be able to run your business without?
Email, obviously.
Yeah.
Um, a CRM, because you need a good CRM in your system that can track what's going on with the customer that you interact with, from your calls to documents you may have sent to them, and places to store those documents, and how you go about doing that. Marketing, you know, and some of this is stuff that even if you don't know, you got to get proficient at understanding, even if you're using somebody else to do it for you. So,
Mhm. Gotcha.
and I think that that's critical. I mean, a good accounting software, I also think is important, and a review of your financials on a consistent basis, that help you understand where you are, how you're getting there, whether you're making money or not, and it needs to do things for you that you don't think of in your own mind. If you have different product lines, you need to be able to separate that to determine what's profitable and what's not, what's making revenue for you and what's not. Those things are critical, I think, and because some of those things are free. Some of those things you got to pay for. And if you're not versed in understanding financial statements, you need to surround yourself with people who can give you that knowledge. The other thing I think is important is good mentors. Uh, Good mentors, I think are invaluable to people. In my work, am always talking to people about how to make themselves better,
Mhm.
primarily because I talk to people about what it is that they can do, even in the process of borrowing money. I will send them back to somebody that they may have just left. For instance, many times they'll come to me and say, "I just left the bank. The bank said no because," and they'll tell me all the reasons why. Well, I'm listening and I'm trying to determine how I can help them. Well, sometimes I'll send them back to that bank that they just got turned back, which doesn't pay me, but I'm helping somebody do something that helps them. And, I'm not looking for compensation. I'm trying to get them to where they're trying to get based on what they're doing. Well, even in doing that, again, I'm giving, and I'm not receiving from that individual, but it comes back to, and I don't have a problem doing that or helping people with knowledge. I get people who call who want to be in my business. I tell them, "Hey, look, I'll tell you everything I know." We shouldn't be stingy with that for two reasons. One, it's not good for you. That's one. But two, everything we do is written somewhere.
You're
Everything.
right. You're right
So
about that.
nothing is a secret, even though people think it's a secret. Some people become more proficient at it than others because they're doing it, or they're enjoying it, or they understand all the dynamics that make it successful. That doesn't mean that it's not somewhere where I can read it to understand it and actually even implement it if I chose to spend that amount of time. So if people talk to me about my business, I tell them everything. I don't hold anything back. I tell them how it is I got in. I tell them what it is that it cost me. I tell them what it is that you have to do to stay in front of people. I tell them how it is that I create my lending opportunities with the lenders that I have. I talk to them about all of that. But here's what I've learned. No matter what you say to people, some people still aren't going to do anything.
Damn right.
They're just not going to do anything, whether you adhere to that philosophy or not. But some people aren't going to be the type of people that are committed to action. And committing yourself to action will move the needle tremendously if you're willing to do that. Doesn't matter what the process is. It could be real estate investing. If you start, you'll start figuring out some things. You'll start figuring out what you can do, what you can't do. But we get stuck in the start. We're also people who, because of that indoctrination of going to work, we're afraid of what it means when I don't have a job and now I got to depend on myself to create my own income. Some of us cannot fathom that. It's just not the way we think. So we're not wired that way. And the false sense of security that comes from working with a corporate America or what have you, stifles many people. It's like, yeah, I want to do that, but I'm scared, or I don't know if I have enough money, or I don't know if I know enough. What's interesting about that whole process is the number of people that are already working in quote unquote commission type roles, sometimes 100%, are also some of the same people who will never go into business for themselves.
Yeah, it definitely